Hello. This is Rantman back with another watch through. And obviously, I'm joined with the Wanda to my vision.
That's so cute.
Let me do this one time. I'm joined by my wife. My wife.
I regret it every day.
Oh. But joined by my wife, Victoria Bluth Goodwin. Do you have a hyphen or
I don't?
So you are just Victoria Goodwin then?
Oh, there is a Bluth there though.
What?
It's
Wait.
Victoria
Oh,
Lynn
so
Bluth
no
Goodwin.
hyphen.
It's just I got
Lynn
4
Bluth
names.
Good. You got 4.
4. 40 or 2.
You might be a Karen when you got 4 names.
Or you just might be so lazy you don't want to change your debit card. I can still travel under Bluth. It works.
You just pick the time, depending on the days. It's the name, right?
Yeah, I do still initial most things VB by accident. It's a habit.
It's way cooler than VG, I think. VB is cooler than VG.
It just flows.
It flows so much nicer.
Like
VB is
Wandavision.
cooler. Yeah. WV. See, they don't work. They sound like a horrible. So we're watching episode 3 tonight. Episode 3. What did you think of the first 2 episodes last week?
So I want to admit this.
Okay.
I've been embarrassed.
Did you just
about
fart?
it. No. I've been embarrassed about this all day. I just today put together that Wandavision is not like a Wanda's vision, but it's Wanda and Vision's name.
Are you serious?
That's serious.
I'm gonna go now.
You should probably cut that. That's not
We'll
good
see.
for your show.
We'll see. You just put together that it was Wanda
Well,
and Vision equals WandaVision. Like you were just like WandaVision, like it was Wanda's show. Like it was just about the Scarlet Witch, and it's WandaVision, like that. Like you thought it was like cool.
well, now I feel stupid.
And you didn't realize it's Wanda plus Vision equals WandaVision.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that the name works like that. They were pleasantly happy, but pleasantly
Yeah.
happy. They were pleasantly surprised when that happened.
To me, it seemed very much so like it was about TV. Like all the previews had TV.
Okay, yeah,
So
I mean-
it's like a WandaVision, like a TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like
To be
TV
fair, that is also how the credits are. The credits with all
It-
the pixels and
It
stuff.
feels like it's a
So-
TV into her brain.
That is exactly what they're going for.
But
Because as you watch the credits, you see the insides of a TV.
yeah,
So they really got you with the marketing.
they did. They win.
So how did you enjoy the first 2 episodes?
I really liked them.
You did?
I was surprised. I actually liked them more than I expected.
I was underwhelmed, but
I liked the mystery of it. I liked not being able to know what was going to happen next, or really know what the main point of the show is.
the whole
yet.
show is, or what is
Yeah,
even
like-
going on.
Yeah, I like that. It's not a well-rounded story every time. It still feels like we don't know the whole picture.
Got it. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, just that it's like a puzzle
Yeah.
that's going to slowly come together.
Mhm.
Fair.
I
Fair
like
enough.
that. I like that they haven't told me what the big problem is yet. There's hints of it. What was your favorite part of the first 2 episodes?
Well, my favorite part, I would say the weird beekeeper coming. Anytime they get into the weird David Lynch, like weird glitches
It feels
and stuff.
very Lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah. As someone who didn't watch Lost, I'm like, yes, it's exactly like Lost. And then I'm not watching.
Well, that's what we're about to do.
I know. I'm not really paying attention to any of these guys. I really just have one texting the entire time, playing Snake. Is Snake still on people's phones?
That's a good question. You should check the App Store.
Oh.
Oh,
We're
God.
going to be deplatformed after this.
I think so. I'm glad this isn't live streaming. I'd be really uncomfortable.
So all right, so let's recap. First 2 episodes, they did like the Dick Van Dyke-ish first episode, and then
I Love Lucy, very.
Yeah, and then I Dream of Jeannie, the second episode, and now that everything has turned color, right? The color red.
It was just like that movie Pleasantville.
It was exactly like Pleasantville. How dare you, Kevin Feige? Can we at least get a Tobey Maguire cameo? Or wait, was Kirsten Dunst in Pleasantville as well? Oh, no, it was Reese Witherspoon.
It was yes.
That's right. I saw her once at the SAG office, and like they were trying to make it a bit. They were like, you should be so lucky. Reese Witherspoon is here, and I was like, she is such a small person. She's like tiny.
I can see that.
And like she had like a big fur coat on, and it was like her big Southern twang was like she was like I was like, wow, you're like a character.
Did she seem like how she probably acted when she tried to get out of that DUI?
What? I didn't know she had a DUI. Tell me about this.
It was like 10 years ago.
What did she do?
She got pulled over for drinking and driving in like
Nice.
Tennessee.
Nice.
And she tried to pull a "Do you know who I am?" to the officer so he wouldn't arrest her.
Oh,
and he
nice.
arrested her anyway.
She was like, I made Sweet Home Alabama.
Exactly.
She was like, haven't you ever seen Sweet Home Alabama? Cruel Intentions. Hello.
Yeah.
What did she cite any specific movie?
No, I don't think so. This was like before Daily Mail.
Wow.
This was like when you read like People magazine. I
People
feel like it was a big deal.
I'm in People magazine.
Sexiest man alive.
Sexiest man alive. That's right. If you're looking for a guy with tits,
If you're looking for a plus size.
Wait. I just went to 2 eyes. Plus, geez, I love getting called fat on my own show by my own wife.
I did not. You said it earlier.
Yeah, you said I was. You called me Disney plus sized. Hey, pay us. That's a free plug.
Yeah.
Disney plus sized. It's fine. I know. I'm a big boy. It's okay. Okay. So we had those 2. Do you have, as somebody who is not familiar with the comics, do you have any ideas of where it's going, or who could be behind it all? What villains might be involved?
I think her neighbor's wife's husband.
Yeah.
Ralph, was it Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph.
You should be happy Ralph's not here.
Yeah.
Or I wish Ralph would disappear. Whatever she said last episode. I don't know.
Someone should tell my husband, Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
I think he's the bad guy.
The bad guy?
The bad guy.
She's been reading theories on Twitter because I just feel like you know too much.
I don't. As someone who, what was that Reese Witherspoon show we watched where I called it in the first 10 minutes what was going on?
That's true, you did.
What was Big Little Lies?
Yeah, Big
Right?
Little Lies. Yes.
I almost said Pretty Little Liars. Also a good show.
What about Big Little Liars? Is that like just it's Pretty Little Liars but fat girls?
Pretty
right?
Little Big Liars.
So you think,
I
that
think
is the bad guy?
Yeah.
She's probably. I mean, I think she's Agatha Harkness, who's a character in the comic books. I think because she's Agnes and she's got the brooch and stuff. She's like very.
Is she a bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad? Or like a henchman bad?
She like a henchman bad.
Okay.
And she works for Mephisto. That's why I thought you had been reading
No.
ideas. Yeah. It seems that Mephisto will be the big bad in the end. I don't think, I think it'll come down and be like, she was doing it to herself, and then I think the post-credit scene will be like, I was in the shadows, like at the end of the first Avengers when Thanos gets up and shit. I think it'll be, and she's gonna slowly go crazier and crazier, I think. because in the comics she has a nervous breakdown after she finds out. We're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. She's preggers in the preggers now.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think of all the children references?
Yeah, for the children, she's gonna get pregnant and have Speed and Wiccan because they're setting up the Young Avengers, I think. And it'll just be like, she's so powerful and her powers are so crazy. She can fucking create life. I think. That would be my guess.
Got it. So do you think someone
But
is drugging her or in some way incapacitating her or forcing her to create this world in her head?
If they are, I don't think it'll be obvious.
Right. Because I'm wondering what the significance is of the person through the radio where you hear Wanda, who's doing this to you.
It's Randall Park is the character from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. So do you think that she's in some way, in her physical body is currently incapacitated and she's being tortured in some way?
I don't know if she's being tortured, but I think she's taken over this neighborhood. She's calling it Westview because it's her view of the Western world. And I think she's like in the center of it, like she's created this vortex, if you will, and it's a bubble. Like, do you remember last episode when she finds the helicopter? I think that was like an actual helicopter that hit this candy bubble and it fell down.
Interesting.
So I think it's like a bubble she's created, because in the comic book she creates a whole universe as if Magneto rules the world, who's her father in the comic books. And I don't know if we're going to get... I think this will be the start of the X-Men in the MCU. I'm getting my hopes up.
Wow, that's a big thing.
Well, they do call me the Big Stan. But, yes, I was getting ahead of myself. So, in the comic books, she creates a whole universe where mutants rule the world, and Magneto, she's like in the royal family. Magneto's the ruler of the world. I think this is a in-budget version of that. I think this is a pocket dimension where they can live happily ever after.
Got it. That makes sense. So all of these TV shows, do you think it's her projecting the only kind of happy life she's ever seen?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, because she grew up watching shitty, the reason why she knows all this is because, in Eastern Europe, they get old American shows, not, brand new American shows. It's got to be syndicated and translated.
Yeah. That's why she never knows how to truly solve the conflict, because on all those shows, it's always just so glazed over.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an interesting point. I didn't think about that. So, predictions for tonight's episode. Anything? I don't think much is going to happen. We're on episode 3 out of 9.
Oh, there's 9. And they're all 30 minutes?
Yeah. I don't think much is going to happen. We might get another.
I'm interested to see which genre we're going into. It feels very nostalgic, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think it's 70s tonight.
I'm excited.
Maybe late 60s.
70s
it might be
very
Brady
in
Bunch.
right now.
It might be. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Do tell.
It's very in because it was a time in this country that was very happy. So a lot of home decor right now is looking very 70s retro. Just
good to know.
I don't know. I read that today.
Where did you read that?
The
Wandavision magazine?
I read it in the Cut, I think.
The Cut.
Somewhere. I don't remember. Cut that, please. Cut. Bravo, bravo.
Cut the cut.
Denise Richards, bravo.
Bravo.
No, you have to shout it, so they cut it.
Yeah.
So we're going into the Wanda television.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with all the red?
I think
the blood and the helicopter.
Her powers are red, right? But it also could be the devil.
Oh, it looks very Brady Bunch. In color. What a sale. She's gonna just pop out a bunch of babies, it looks like.
I bet it's with twins.
Or do you think they leave this episode as a Brady Bunch?
Maybe. Oh, she's married to him. The David Schwimmer lookalike. I keep being like, is that David Schwimmer? Oh, she blinked him back.
Mm-hmm.
She has that Super Nintendo classic power. Zip back.
But why is it always when someone tries to pull her out of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it her doing it or is it someone controlling her?
I think it's her doing it. Remember last time she said no and then
yeah,
zipped
but do
him
you
back
think
inside?
someone's controlling her?
Possibly. Definitely could be influenced.
I just wonder why someone said, who's doing this to you?
Yeah, knew it. There's another one.
Oh.
Yeah. Speed and Wicked. So she had the kids. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be like episode like maybe 6 or something, you know?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And so she had the kids, which will probably be Speed and Wiccan. So maybe they'll grow up on the show.
Maybe.
Right? Since they were.
Time seems very accelerated.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole episode was about how fast she was pregnant and had the children. Well,
and the other ones are racing through decades too. Like the overall, you start.
That is true. As the days go, it's like it seemed to be a decade a day, right?
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah. And so at the end there, we saw the real world outside. So so she's like taking over a town. And so I think they were trying to say, because we're all hostage or, here.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're all, and they were stuttering and shit.
Yeah.
It seems to be anytime somebody tries to break free of her control, she does her little rewind.
Yeah.
Did you want to know who the girl was, or you can't? Okay. So she's the little girl from Captain Marvel. Remember the little girl?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. She's the daughter. She's Photon in Captain Marvel in the comics. So she'll at some point probably suit up and get her own costume and stuff.
I think she was a good guy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. She's an agent of S.W.O.R.D.
Yeah. So S.W.O.R.D's trying to infiltrate the town to stop this.
Yeah.
So I feel like someone's forcing her to have the kids. Like, I don't think this was her decision.
Yeah,
I think someone's
totally.
forcing this out of her.
Yeah.
You know?
But she's going to get blamed for it, I think. That's just my prediction.
But are the kids bad guys or good guys?
The kids are good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the problem with her having kids? If they're good guys.
No, there's no problem. It's just, it's fucking weird. She just conjured up kids.
Yeah.
For all we know, Vision's still dead. Right?
Well,
she resurrected him.
Yeah, true.
That's how
powerful
she's
all
become.
In her mind.
It's not all in her mind. They just showed it not in her mind. It was this weird dimension space where they had barricades all around it.
Yeah, but do you think she created it or she's a hostage in there?
I think she created it under the influence of Mephisto and Agatha Harkness.
Got it.
But I think they'll get away scot-free and it'll be like she's a danger.
Oh.
Because in the comic books, in the comic book, she goes crazy when she finds out her kids aren't real. Like, this is before they brought the kids back.
Oh.
She has like 3 different origins in the comics. It's very complicated.
That sounds complicated.
But she finds out the kids aren't alive, and she goes crazy and she kills Ant-Man. She kills Hawkeye.
See ya.
And then they want to stop her or whatever, and then she creates Magneto. Takes her away because he's like, you're not, humans aren't going to, Homo sapiens aren't gonna, lock my daughter up, and I'm gonna, so then she creates House of M, which is that world where mutants are in charge, and that's kind of like what this is. She creates this whole reality.
Is she stronger than Jean Grey?
Yeah, depends.
Wondering.
I don't think Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force, I don't think she is, but she's very strong. She's like one of the strongest, or her powers are one of the strongest Avengers. She's one of the most dangerous.
Yeah. I was just wondering in like relation, because X-Men kind of does a shitty job of showing everyone's true powers.
It's true. I think with the Phoenix, Jean Grey's more powerful, but without the Phoenix, no. I don't think Jean Grey is as powerful. She's still an Omega level mutant, but Wanda is an Omega level mutant as well.
Yeah.
But that's if they're gonna bring the mutants in. Come on. I think this will be. I think some point at the end of this, she's gonna like switch on mutants, or that the mutants have always like the timelines. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because how is her back in timeline with her kids gonna merge with the real world?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but they're gonna be like, we were boys created out of magic.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
we will see what happens.
Yes, we will.
You want to try that again?
No.
No. All right. We got to do better.
I gotta do better.
Yeah. We're so high right now. I'm going to put that at the end.
Girl power.
Leaning.
Female
If you want to be in a